Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and today we'll be testing the GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super inside of Hellblade 2. And I have the Zotac HOLO model of the GPU. It's a non-OC variant of the card. So here are the specs of the card. As you can see, we have GDDR6X 16GB of VRAM, and we are on the latest NVIDIA driver 555.85, which just released today. So make sure you update to it. This is a game-ready driver for Hellblade 2, I think F124, and as well as X-Defined, which I'm going to test further later today. And let's jump in to Task Manager. And as you can see, we have the 13th Gen Intel Core i7-13700KF. We have 64 gigabytes of DDR5 CL36 at 6000 megahertz. So let's jump into Hellblade 2 and check out the FPS. Alright guys, here we are at the settings at 1080p resolution. First, we have NVIDIA DLAA on. As you can see, this game has forced anti-aliasing, so you have to use any of these. So TSR, I have tried it and it looks really bad and you get worse frames. So stick to DLAA. And we have reflex option. I've turned it off. VRS off, and this is the maximum highest preset it can go. Everything is at set to high. This is pretty much max. No other options can go to higher than high. And we also have in the accessibility motion blur, which you can turn off. But the thing I don't have in here is a depth of field option. We don't have that, which I would really like to turn off in this game. Right off the bat, we're getting 90 FPS. And by the way, this is the second chapter in the game. I really did not record it in the first chapter because the first chapter is very dark and it looks very bad. I don't like it that much, but this one looks very bright. It's in daytime. That's why we are benchmarking it over here. And right now we are in a cinematic scene, not yet in the actual gameplay, as you can see. But it's pretty much the FPS you can expect. This game is very demanding, trust me, in terms of graphics. It looks really, really good. And I have played through the first chapter on my own. And in terms of gameplay, I don't really like this kind of game. It's just filled with cinematics every moment of the game. It's so slow. Slow paced.
So quiet.
Not my type of game. As you can see, there is another cutscene now. They're still getting 85 FPS average. And I'm gonna pretty much skip all the cutscenes in this video. I'm gonna cut them off. I don't want to ruin your game. And the mouse movement really feels bad in this game. It's very jarry and jittery, I should say. Also, I'm playing the Game Pass version, not the Steam one. Alright, now let's get back inside the settings, guys, and I'm gonna use some DLSS quality at 1080p at high. And as you can see, we're now hitting that 100 FPS mark pretty much easily.
I can't.
Damn you. Why won't you listen to reason?
I mean, the game looks really, really beautiful, and look at that. As soon as I enable DLSS, those smoke effects look really, really bad, especially the ones at the far. It looks really bad.
These Troika, what are they? What is this evil he understands that
There are people talking or whispering in her ears.
The dead ones.
So we're getting 100 FPS average.
Ruth told her about them, their endless hunger. She can hear the suffering, hear the dying inside.
There's not.
Fear pulls her
This game
back
is not that heavy on the RAM though.
down.
The RAM, not the
Something
VRAM.
stronger pulling her on. It's a sign meant for her. She knows she must do something.
My goodness, they're whispering so much in my ears. I don't know when this cinematic experience is gonna end in this chapter. Not sure.
Can you see?
We're gonna use some frame generation as it has support for this. Frame gen, only DLSS frame gen, not AMD FSR3. And with frame gen and both DLSS on, and as you can see, the smoke looks really, really bad.
You haven't honored these graves. What happened?
Yeah, I can notice the degrade in quality right over there on the rocks,
Are they human?
I told you.
and the smokes
Troika
as well. But we are hitting close to
will kill you.
180 FPS there almost.
It is far worse.
They will kill us.
It is what they do after. They
It is very smooth though.
you still
At
have a
1080p
chance to
though.
save your life if you stop.
I don't think it's gonna be that great at 4K frame gen. I
My
mean,
life you're trying to save.
He is scared. Why? Why is he scared? He knows what they are capable of.
144 there, 158 FPS average.
She has to leave. He will be a burden to you. But what if he escapes? What are you going to do, Senua?
CPU is getting hit hard at 1080p pretty much. Alright, let's switch to 1440p resolution, guys, right now. So now we test at 1440p and with DLAA on and at high preset. As you can see, this is the maximum settings pretty much for this game. And with motion blur obviously turned off, we have 60 FPS at native 1440p. And it will drop easily to 50s. It's already dropping. So one thing I forgot to tell, that this game is in UE5, Unreal Engine 5. And it's been in development for like 6 years, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Can you see?
As for the length of the game, it's like 8 hours long, as I've seen in the reviews, people saying.
You see these graves?
And not sure how the story is. I haven't played the first game. I have played it, but only a little bit, and then my Game Pass subscription expired. When I had Xbox Series S or Xbox One S, I don't remember. I had both of those consoles, and I sold them off both. But yeah, I just played a little bit, tiny little bit, and never finished it. So we're getting 62 FPS average, and good thing about this UE5 title is that it's not that stuttery like other UE5 titles which we have seen, especially in 2023. But yeah, this for this 16 gigabytes GPU, I have to check it on the 8 gigabytes GPU, how it works on those. I hope it won't stutter on those. As you can see in the smoke effects at native resolution without using DLSS,
No.
upscaling, they look pretty good.
Listen to your own mind.
Graphics is really, really great. Obviously, UE5.
He is
This reminds me of Plague Tale Requiem, you
Why
know.
is he scared?
So 59 average right there. So pretty much playable at 1440p maxed out. Let's get inside. And the RAM usage has gone to 13 as well. Is this whole level or this, I mean, this whole chapter is gonna be playing at this cinematic experience?
All the people butchered, dead.
So we're getting 62 average
This is like what happened to your village.
and more cutscenes. Now I will do is I will enable some DLSS quality at 1440p high preset. Wow, straight to 90 from 60s. So it does drop outside. We were inside there, and now it's dropping to 80s. RAM usage has crossed 13 gigs.
The Northmen raided your village. They enslaved people. They took Dillian, your beloved Dillian. They killed him, Senua. He died because of them. Do you remember?
So much whispering going
They
on.
took him from you, your Dillian.
Jeez. That's scary.
It's happening again. It's him. There. He is dying again. Face it. You need to face it. Focus. You need
So it's a puzzle. Alright, I'm gonna get inside again. And I'll enable frame gen now. At DLSS quality, frame gen, high preset. Wow, 123 FPS. Now I can feel the input latency slightly, 1440p. It's very slow, so slight, but I think it's pretty much playable in this slow-paced single-player title.
She's getting closer.
It's very much playable.
She can feel it. You have to get to the right place. You have to look at it the
There
right
are
way.
some slight
See it
downgrades
from-
at distance in terms of the image quality. So we're getting 129 FPS average, pretty much 130. Now, I'm not sure if there are any more demanding levels we will find in this game. It probably might. I don't know. We have to play this. I have to play this game for that, which I don't think I will that soon. So finally, at 4K resolution, we have DLAA on as usual, a high preset, and it's not good.
We should have thrown you overboard.
Getting at least above 30, but it's not that smooth.
I wish you had drowned like the others.
Not so smooth. As you can see, the frame time graph, when I move my mouse, it goes up and down. It's not the smooth experience, but it looks amazing, stunning.
Here. You don't know this place.
He is evil. He knows this place.
We are at 9.6 gigs of VRAM. The quality of detail in the rocks and everything is just
So
amazing.
quiet.
No further.
Okay, so there was actually a skip cinematic option in the menu, which I didn't notice. Maybe because I'm replaying the same mission, I just restarted it. I didn't notice it earlier when I was first time playing this mission. I mean, this chapter. Was it there? I have to go back and see the
I
video.
will take you to have
So
no
37
idea
average. Pretty sure it's gonna drop to
what you
20s.
Just turn around.
No, we can't leave.
I mean, I played the first chapter at 4K. So yeah, it did drop there to 29, 27.
The screen.
DLSS quality at high. And it straight
I
up
want
doubles
to
the
listen to reason.
FPS. Straight up doubles the frame rate. And now we're getting 50 plus. And at least at 4K, the smoke effects look way better than it did at 1440 and 1080 because of more pixels, but still not the greatest. Yeah, the detailing is so good. Yeah, I can zoom in, right? Detailing on the rock and everything. Stones and rocks look pretty good. So you can pretty much expect double the
I thought
native
your
with
father
DLSS
protected
quality in
these
this
people.
game.
He does. Did. You can't protect people from their own
And we're gonna use some frame gen on top of DLSS at high preset.
They brought this on themselves.
Yeah, now I can really feel that input delay even more.
What are they? What is this evil he understands that we do not?
It's just that when I move my mouse, sometimes it moves
The
very
Trident.
fast, sometimes slow.
The dead
It
one,
becomes.
the revenant,
It's not that bad when I tried it on the first chapter. It was way worse
endless hunger.
because the first chapter is way more demanding than
She can
this
hear
one.
the suffering, hear the dying inside.
Even though there was not
Pulls her
much
back,
going on in that,
her down.
but this is way better.
There is something stronger.
Still
pulling
playable,
her
I'd
on.
say,
It's a sign.
even with frame gen on.
She knows she must do something.
Trees look pretty fine. No shimmeriness, unlike Ghost of Tsushima had. It's only the smoke effects which look kind of bad. Finally, we will do is Turn back to DLAA, turn this off. Want to drop to medium preset. I mean, still looks great, the game. Stunningly good, it looks. I have to look side by side in order to see what the difference is between medium and high. Seems like. Water looks damn awesome. The water physics also looks pretty good. Getting 49 there, pretty much 50 average. Okay, let's try low preset also. It drops effect to standard, okay. I'm looking at the far objects, or the far terrain. I can notice some degradation in textures easily. Yeah, it's pretty noticeable. But in nearby areas, it looks fine. There is no degradation at all in terms of visuals. I mean, there is, but you have to see side by side for that in order to notice anything. Details are pretty fine. This reminds me of Alan Wake 2, where low, medium, high didn't matter. Everything looked really good in that game. But this takes one step further, I would say. But come on, low should be low. Come on. Should give low visuals. So mid-end GPUs or low-end GPUs can play the game actually nicely. This doesn't look like low to me by any means. Anyways, guys, that will be it for this video. Do leave a like and subscribe if you're new and if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.